Hello. 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 It was a nice 75, 6 something or other degrees today, something like that. 75. Maybe around 80. Yep. So it's still pretty warm now. I think it's still like 70 something out now. It's a bit warm. It's a bit warm. So it's a bit warm. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy. How y'all doing out there? I hope everyone is having a good evening on this Saturday evening, this day before Easter. This frickin' day before Easter. I hope you're all having a good Saturday night. I hope you're all having a good Saturday night. I hope you're all having a good Saturday night. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's up, everyone? I see 10 concurrents. That's awesome. It's awesome. I see 10 concurrents. 10 concurrents, yeah. I see the 10 concurrents. Fucking 10. Now it's 8. Now it's 8. 8 concurrents on a Saturday night. Oh yeah. Hello everyone on a Saturday night at your mom's house. Yeah. Yeah, at your mom's house, yeah. This is a Saturday night. Yep. This is some water, is what this is. This is water. That is 102 degrees Fahrenheit. 102 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a little less than half the temperature of boiling. That's a little less than half the boiling temperature. A little bit less than half the boiling temperature. A little bit less than half the boiling temperature. I'd say about 45% boiling temperature. That's a estimate somewhere around there. About 45% the boiling temperature of water is what we're looking at here. 102 degrees Fahrenheit. Everybody should be outside enjoying the nice weather. Wow, I see the Little Dipper again. And it looks amazing. Yeah, I can see the stars, man. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can't. It'll be, you won't be able to see it. Let's see it. I mean, right there's a Little Dipper, but you probably can't see it. And if I drop this on my face, that would be freaking hilarious. Good thing I'm not gonna do that. Dude. No, literally, it would be really funny if I did that, but I didn't, so it's... Well. Oh man, fucking, I love this. I was listening to Save the Last Goodbye. Say the last goodbye. Your face will never leave me. I was listening to that. Say the last goodbye. It's killing me that I Oh man. Oh, by the way, I got two songs confused when I was talking about them before. I said that there was this one song that was obviously about when he had his firstborn, and I was confusing it with You're Mine. I think that was actually about a relationship that he had, and I think I was confusing it with My Child. I think it was because there's a song called My Child, and I was listening to it again. I was like, oh, my bad. Because, like, that's a really good song. And I do that sometimes. I confuse songs with other ones. Because I just listened to I listened to the entire albums, and you know, there's this little thing called when you get older, unless you do something like a lot, and it's like all you do, you won't remember it quite like you used to. You know, you don't just freaking remember everything. You know, it just happens. You just start filling up your brain. So. Yep. It just gets full. Some beach. do 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 do. I love that song. Well, I've already told you guys that Immortalized is my favorite Disturbed album. It used to be Indestructible, but then it became Immortalized. I'm not gonna shy away from that. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's 10,000 Fists when it's not. I'm not gonna sit here and pick the one everybody else picks just because it's the one everybody else picks. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna tell you what my favorite album is. Immortalized is honestly the album. Like the only reason, like I just came to that conclusion. For like the longest time, I really thought it was still Indestructible, but then like I just realized that. Truthfully, when you guys realize when I said that Immortalized never left my CD player for like 2 years, I wasn't lying about that. Truthfully, like every day on the way to work, like it got me through some shit, man. It really did. It helped me have the courage sometimes to face certain things, and you know, just deal with certain things that I was going through. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There was a time where I was going to college and I was working full time, and I owned my business too, all at the same time. And when I did all of those things at the same time, I got maybe 2 to 4 hours of sleep each night. And this was for a solid year that I did this. And yeah, like it helped, you know, having that motivation. Like when you're just barely you can't, it's so hard to even stay awake in class. You're just like sitting there and like you're just like looking at the board and you're paying attention, but for some reason you're also sort of asleep. You know what I mean? That thing where you're like awake but you're actually asleep. Like, oh man, that used to happen so much. And like, you know, it would get me through. You know, it would be a nice motivator. You know, just freaking put that album on, and like at that time that was new shit, and like it was just amazing. It was so good. I was really, really lucky to have it, you know, and it just got me through, you know. It helps for sure. Coffee too, but no, but you know, like for sure the healthy thing was Disturbed, and you know, I am definitely grateful for that. Whether I can remember the lyrics half the time or not. I don't do half bad. But listen, they got some pretty tricky lyrics, man. They really do. very literate man, David Draymond. He's extremely literate man. If you've ever watched any interviews with him, the way he speaks, it makes you just want to speak like that and want to be a better person. Like he just, you don't realize how well-rounded of a person he is, and you know, and stuff. Like you get that from how like amazing and intelligent his lyrics sound, but at the same time, you hear him in an interview, it's like, oh wow, you know, like he's just, yeah, he's just a really good guy, and at the same time, you know, really intelligent. You know, and so like that's how rare is that, because like a lot of times when you get these smart guys, Elon Musk, you know, you get some real douchebags, you know, and so you know, like, I mean, like, I don't have anything personal against him. If I met the guy, I'd still probably shake his hand and just be like, can you please stop gutting federal organizations, please, pretty please. Like, I'd still respect him as a man, but you know, I still feel like I have every right to swear about some of the shit that he's doing too. So yeah, like, I love Disturbed, and it really helped me get through some shit, and, you know, for sure, when times were tough, you know, it's just a nice motivator. That's all I'm saying. To battlefield tonight, I stand for you. Oh man. Just going down fast. Show me some. My dominant skin. You know what's a really good song on Asylum too was The Infection. I really liked The Infection. My mind again, barely even remember when. Foolish pride. The infection must die. Under the beast, severe man. The infection must die. I love freaking Asylum. Asylum is good. Like, I don't understand why everybody's not listening to that album just like a ton. Not that they're not. I'm just saying I don't feel like they're still busy listening to the same albums they have been listening to all the years. Listen to some of the other ones too, man. That's what I have a dilemma with sometimes. Like, I'm like, man, which one do I want to put in? Because, like, I like them all so much. I'm just like, look, I'll be honest with you, struggle with not putting in Divisive anymore. Like, it's such a good album. And then all of a sudden, like, Pain Redefined shows up in my head. I just hear do. I'm like, oh man, now I want to put in 10,005th. And then I hear oh my gosh, I just literally hear the whole, I start hearing it, and I'm like, yep, that song has to go on. That's why that used to be my favorite song, like, it was so drawing, I just wanted to put the album on just for that. But then, I mean, like, you got Stricken and all that on there, too. You got DFI. I liked DFI. I love the little clip in the beginning, too. What you need to remember is that the purpose of, like, I'm not gonna get too into it, but, like, just remember the purpose of playing that before that song. It's insane. That's the only reason why I've ever attached that sort of message to, stuff with, like, open your eyes and stuff. Like, it's kind of obvious to. Anyway, just. How much you stolen from me? Such a good freaking album. That's a really good song. Indestructible too has some of my favorite songs. I really like Haunted. I don't remember the words for that, so I'm not even gonna try. Something about sucking up my life. Ow. I know now. And I'll never need to know why we stand me over the ceiling now. To know why. That was the Seer, wasn't it? The haunted, deny everything. No, that was right. I made a little video to that a while back. And obviously I can't post it because we can keep removing stuff like that I make. It's really good. Actually, I might be able to now because YouTube has the rights to add children. It's one of the many add-in children music videos I made. I made a haunted video to that. It was actually pretty cool. But I think that's on YouTube now for dads. FYI, in case you didn't know that actually. Final Fantasy 7 add-in children. In case you didn't know. So, sequel movie to the video game. And it's a conclusion to Zack's story too, because they never really finished Zack's story. If you remember in Crisis Core, they showed you the origin, but they didn't really show you the end. Well, it actually does finish it. So if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you. I just figured I'd tell you it does actually finish it. It's subtle, but it's there, and it finishes. Technically finishes Cloud's story, but they could have kept that going if they really wanted to. But yeah, it was really good. Really good. Ever looked inside. I love the little drum riff there. It's really good. Yeah, I loved Indestructible, start to finish. I'm indestructible. From the other side to every broken and I'm leaving. Dang. Indestructible master of war. I made several Transformers music videos to that song. I used to sit there and make music videos, and that was one of the ones that I made a Transformers music video to, just for me. Like, I didn't post it anywhere, I just wish I could, you know, and I thought it was really good, like the beginning, I had basically like right when the guitar breaks out, I had, you know, like when Optimus Prime transforms for the first time in the first movie, like in front of them, like kind of really slow. I had that as like the main guitar riff for Indestructible. It was badass. Because I love Optimus Prime. I love that. He's amazing. But anyway, I also then had, I think it was Ironhide. Remember Ironhide was the one to have the slow, awesome transform in the second one, right? I think it was him. I had him do it for when I used when I made another one for the other movie too. It works really well for that, obviously. Oh man, I love that freaking song. Don't ask me to mouth the guitar solos for Disturbed. I could probably do it for Black Label Society. I've literally listened to every one of those songs so freaking many times. The Black Label Society, yes. Yeah, that I could do, but Disturbed, some songs maybe. I remember the end. Because I'm indestructible. That sounded anything like it. He's like, because I'm indestructible. Determination. It's something kind of like that. And then like it starts with the down pick bends, like the low down pick bends. It starts with that, but I wouldn't be able to sit here and do the whole thing. Yeah, he sort of runs a scale at the end, like it was a little sweep scale. It's cool. But I like how he does it. He doesn't do it exactly like it's almost like when he does his soloing, it's almost like a freaking spider crawling around the guitar. Like I can't, like, that's the best way I could describe it. Like some really badass freaking spider crawling around the guitar neck, just you know, like just, oh man, it's so eerie sometimes, and I love how good he is at doing that. This dude is amazing. Especially The Animal. The Animal was the perfect song where that guitar at the beginning just sounded eerie. Remember, like, the little riff at the beginning? It's like, freaking Animal. And then like the little effect at the beginning too, where it's like, how am I supposed to do that with my mouth? It sounds like some freaking cosmic thing or something, you know? Like, it's pretty freaking awesome. And then it's like, doom, 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 wow. Do, 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 do. It's like eerie. I feel the animal inside. I was always sleeping. I feel the pulse of my mind. Overpowering. I really begin to describe. Whenever feel like I run if you intend to survive. The beast has come to life. Taking over the glimmer of this tainted moonlight. They're approaching on this night. They're approaches on this night. A For the animal soul is mine. We will make it believe it right before your eyes. And have no control this time. No, no, we both shall die in hell tonight. I can hear the calling again. Probably just feeling me. Changes are about to begin. What is boiling? I can begin to describe. Would you ever feel again? Run if you intend to survive. At least it's come to life. Taking over the ground. The state of night. Different old shows. On this night, for the animal soul is mine. We'll make it believe right before your eyes. And I've no control this time. And now we both shall die in hell tonight. Oh man, great song, great album. Man. Just a shadow on the world. Mother ocean to appetites betrayed us all. And take flight, more destruction, full. Mother Earth will show her darker side and take her soul. It's just another way to die. There can be no reason why. You know we should have seen it coming. Consequences we cannot deny. Revealed in time, species known as we pollute the sky. The sight of devastation coming. We need another way to die. Young depends in time. The time bomb is ticking, and no one is listening. The future is fading. Is there any hope we'll survive? Still, ravage the world that we love, and the millions cry out to be saved. Appetite left us with another way to die. It's just another way to die. Can I repent inside? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I got some words wrong. I don't freaking know, man. I probably did. The message is still the same. And how long ago was that? Immortalized, man. You know, Immortalized Steven starts off badass. It starts off with a guitar solo called The Eye of the Storm. Bet you didn't realize I knew that off the just right off the freaking Eye of the Storm, man. But anyway, it leads into... Oh, shit. It leads into Immortalized, and it's like the most badass freaking intro lead into an album ever. Cause like, I think they did that on the tour too, where like, they would lead the concert like that, where like they'd come out with that, and he would just solo, and then just, oh man, they would just, the freaking music, they would just start blaring. They would literally just start playing freaking, oh man, and it just like, this is wartime, this is our time. Be denied the fire that's raging inside. It's go time, it's your time to fight till the wheels are woken. Meantime, in the same time, let the madness fly. Show the strength that just can't be defined. Be tired, turn what we become. I don't remember actually. I remember the second one. I think the second verse leads in. Are you ready for the test of your life? You hear the fear bleeding right through their eyes. The energy building their soul, 'cause it's time. Oh, hear the call before the storm. Another legend will be born. Another battle will be won. We will rise. Which, by the way, is a reference to the previous solo, Eye of the Storm. Hear the calm before the storm. Another legend will be born. Another battle will be won. We will rise. Ho, ho. So hear the call of confrontation. The beat of domination. Secure a legacy that will never die. Be immortalized. Our motion for devotion will testify. Something like that. Maybe they're in door for all time. So mercy, the world to it's beyond our control. I know that's a lyric somewhere in there. Sorry. Tricky lyrics, man. They're good, such good. They're so good, though. Parents, my deliverance now take it. There it is, standing in front of us. Oh,
Sort of muddle through it. It's a good song. And then it'll just immediately. As if the entire world's falling in love with their insanity. As a voices scream as if the month is left for all of it. But forgiveness for all I've seen and degradation I could not forget. So sleep soundly in your beds tonight, for judgment falls upon you at first night. I'm the hand of God, I'm the dark Messiah, I'm the vengeful one. In the darkest moment, the dying world, what have you become? How? For the apocalypse must be televised. So sleep soundly in your beds tonight. The judgment falls upon you at first night. I love that. The apocalypse must be televised. So true. So sleep soundly in your beds tonight. Judgment falls upon you at first night. And I'm the hand of God, I'm the dark Messiah, I'm the vengeful one. In the darkest moment, dying world, what have you become? When you die, you know why? You will not be saved, and all the one enslaved, you'll die. You know why? You die, you know why? You cannot be saved, and all the one enslaved, you die. You know why? I'm the hand of God, I'm the dark Messiah, I'm the vengeful one. a dying world. What if you'll be gone? I'm the hand of God. I'm the fucking dark messiah. Motherfucking vengeful one. And the fucking blackest moment. I'm a dying world. What have you become? Look inside to it, or look inside to it. Leave your disguise. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Immortalized is such a good album. Legion of Monsters is really good too. Good song. Shouted your name. Oh my god. Ah! Maybe I'll just look it up so I can roll through it. Oh my god, what the hell? Why is it like that? This morning as the headline shouted your name. Oh, good shit. Baja blasting it up. Man. I must have shattered the day in a place where innocence play. I was born and shattered as well. Didn't waste any time. I was disgusted. Appeared at the top of the screen. Something didn't survive. Still they kept repeating. If I shot at the moon, I'd breathe. This is good. I forgot how good this was. the top of the screen. Away. We're such together. I must say, you made sure the world will remember the name. God even enter your mind. Even the legion of lost a reason to take your life.
It's a good one.
But, oh, shit. There's something sick inside these walls. How lost alive is come and gone. You, your disillusion view of why. You'll find new dignity upon the day you die. Yeah, away you die. No, yeah. In the end, we find what's true. A suffering overdue. The world. I'll claim myself and let this one beyond today, beyond forevermore. Red blood inside this circle walls. Silence is broken, you can break me no more. Yeah. No more. Oh yeah. In the end we find what's true. Suffering overdue. Yeah. No right. In the end we find what's true. Suffering overdue. Do 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 I'm trying to speak my mind, but failing deaf ears. The skies have held within so many years, so many years, so many years. So many years. So many years. So many years. That was spot on, I know. Like amazing, right? Alright. In the end, we find what's true. The sovereign overdue. Oh, yeah. Alright. In the end, we find what's true. The sovereign overdue. See, I'll be honest with you. Like, it had so many notes there. He had so many freaking notes, man. That's my favorite one, by the way. I love a lot of them. Southern Dissolution's really good too. I like Southern Dissolution, and I like Destruction Overdrive. Is the blessed end. Destruction overdrive is sweet. Sails out the end of time. Do-do-do-woo, do-do-do-woo, throughout the end of time. Do-do-do-woo, throughout the end of time. Do-do-do-woo, 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 do-do-do-do-do-do, throughout the end of time. Throughout the end of time. Don't insist. They keep rolling on. They keep rolling on. They keep rolling on. Keep rolling on. Destruction overdrive. Destruction overdrive. Destruction overdrive. Such a good fucking song. Destruction Overdrive, Black Label Society. Homework assignment. If there's literally a song that you will play that will fend off the zombie horde and save all of the human race, it's that one. Listen, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make... I'm never going to do this, so here's my story. I saw this comment on YouTube one time, and it was genius. So, I wanted to make a video for it, but I'm never going to do it, so here it is. It's not the exact one, but basically the idea is that I want to use Destruction Overdrive and have Zakk Wylde, like, in the middle of, like you do, like, an animated music video to that, and have him, like, in the middle of, like, a zombie apocalypse, right? And then, like, he does his typical Zakk Wylde thing. He grabs his, like, sawed-off shotgun or whatever real quick out of his, you know, shed, throws it in the back of his pickup, starts it up, floors it, you know, maybe grabs a couple gas cans, whatever he needs, you know, starts flooring it, running over some zombies, gets the hell out of there, you know, starts taking care of business, you know, maybe he's already got an awareness of this going on, and it kind of shows that a little bit. It shows him, like, kind of, like, briefly looking at that a little bit, so he's prepared. And then like, he grabs the Grail. He grabs, like, the Grail and, like, an amp and throws it in the back of the truck too. And then, like, he gets in his truck, right, and he's like taking off down his, like, dirt road, you know, and stuff like that. And like, you know, like, he's just, like, mowing through the zombies, right? And the song's like, do-do-do-do, the river rolling on. And then, like, you know, the car's, like, rolling down the street, you know? So, like, you can, like, show the wheels, like, he's rolling on, you know? These wars we wage unknown, you know? And, like, all the zombies, it pans out, shows all the frickin' zombies. And then, you know, the blessed end and all that shit, you know, like, it's fucking badass, right? You know, Destruction Overdrive, you know, maybe the other band members are dealing with their own shit, you know, they're all, like, loading up, packing up, and they're all, like, trying to meet up with each other, right? You know, you got them all, like, separately trying to fucking pack up and meet up with each other. By the way, the guitarist for Black Label Society looks the other guitarist, not Zakk Wylde, the other guitarist looks exactly like Penguin Zero. Penguin Zero looks exactly like him, by the way, just to let you know. That's a fun, hilarious fact. I just wanted to let you all know. I think that's great and amazing. Like, they look exactly like. Anyway, they're all packing up and they're all going to, like, they're all like have this, like, sort of kind of, like, untold thing where, like, you don't know that they're meeting up, right? They're just all separately dealing with their own shit, packing up, right? And obviously keeps coming back to Zakk too. And so, like, you know, they're rushing to this one spot where, like, all this is, you know, like there's, like, this, like, huge mountain, right? And they're all, like, sort of, like, on the road. And then so, like, it shows the mountain, right? And Zack's there. Zack's not quite there, but, like, you know, like maybe, like, you know, like, JD gets there first and he sets up his bass, you know, and like, you know, the drums are getting set up and you know, like, they're all getting set up and you know, Zack's getting there, but, you know, he's got the most on him maybe, and you know, like, as he gets there just in time to plug, you know, like, they're all jamming out still, they're playing the song, but he's not there yet.
And then, like, as soon as he gets there, he unloads his like, freaking amp in some fucking, like, Chuck Norris badass faction or some shit. Like, I don't know, have him, like, get on the fucking truck and, like, do some ridiculous thing. I don't know, like, he loves funny shit, so you can make it funny, too, but, like, have it be badass, but, like, just have him get there right in time for the guitar solo, and as soon as he plugs in his guitar solo starts. You know, like, and then, like, Destruction Overdrive guitar solo is so freaking badass and fast-paced. All of a sudden, all of them are firing on all cylinders, and the music starts this huge wave and just starts disintegrating the zombies. And then all of a sudden, right as Zach goes, ah, yeah! There's this huge fucking explosion, and all the zombies just immediately start disintegrating, and Black Label Society saves the fucking world from a zombie apocalypse. New music video for Black Label Society. Please steal my freaking idea. Oh my god, it would be so fucking badass. Please steal it. Please. Please. Do it! No, I'm serious, it would be so badass. You can't deny how cool that sounds. Anyway, like, the guy in the comment, all he came up with was that Zakk Wylde would play some guitar solo so badass that it would fend off all the whatever and save the human race. I'm picking Destruction Overdrive. And, you know, everything else was like just my fill-in. So I think it's a solid idea. And I think it's obvious other fans feel the same way, otherwise that comment wouldn't have been left. And Destruction Overdrive, if you know Black Label Society, if they suddenly came out with a music video for that, I think that would make some fans pretty happy. I mean, I don't know. I'd make me happy. I fucking love that song. I freaking love that song. I don't know how you wouldn't love that song. You know, Black Label fan, but I mean, it's right off of, you know, everybody's favorite album too. So yeah, it's off Blessed Hellride. I mean, like, that album's just phenomenal. Well, Order the Black is still my favorite, by the way. My favorite song is in the Blessed Hellride. Blessed Hellride is very close second, but Order the Black is my favorite. I just, at a certain point, I need to accept facts that, like, I was holding on to old albums and calling them my favorites even though they weren't, and I need to accept the fact that I was listening to more albums more than the old ones, and I needed to just at a certain point be honest about that and just be like, yeah, Order the Black's my new favorite. Just like with Disturbed, I needed to start being honest about the fact that, yeah, eventually Immortalized became my favorite instead of Indestructible, and yeah, I've been sort of kind of saying that for a few years now. I've been saying that with Order the Black though for almost probably after it came out, like probably about a year after it came out, I started saying that. Because right when it came out, I said I think this is my favorite album. Even when it came out, I said that. I said I think this is going to be my favorite album. And yeah, within a year, it took a year though. It took a year for me to be willing to kind of shift the Blessed Hellride. Because it's such a good album. And yes, I do think about albums like that, yes. So, like, yeah, it took, you know, about a year for me to kind of shift that in my head. I'm just a media guy, so, like, you know, I have, like, these usually, like, the sort of top 5 of everything. With movies and TV shows, I usually have categories. Actually, with movies. With TV shows, I do have definitive favorites. With movies, sometimes I have categories, but I also do have favorite movies as well. But, like,
I don't really like a huge number of horror movies. It's not one of my favorite genres. I'll be honest with you, I don't find them very entertaining. I actually usually liked the funny joke ones. What's interesting? I feel like maybe Hollywood's starting to kind of get this. I think for a long time they didn't really understand this, and so like basically, you can have a joke movie, and people will love it. You know, like I told you guys how I watched this, there was like the Apocalypse Tarantula movie. What the heck was it called? With like all the guys, well, not all the guys, but a good bit of the guys from Police Academy were in it and stuff. And it was really funny and it was really good because it was bad. But here's the thing. When you look at the art for the movie and you look at the name for the movie, it's the sort of thing where you expect that. It doesn't sit there and try to trick you into thinking that, like, you know, this is some, like, genius end-of-the-world movie or something like that you really want to see, you know, or anything like that. No, like, it's the sort of thing where, you know, like, it's telling you exactly what it is. And, like I said, if you know and you have that expectation going into it, you're not disappointed, and people aren't disappointed. And they won't sit here and nitpick, and they just either will or won't watch it. And then they can't complain because they went into it knowing that, so how can they complain about that? Lava Lantula. I mean, come on, you know that. Listen to that name. That's ridiculous. You just know it. Yeah, like I don't know, like a volcano goes off and like huge amounts of like car-sized tarantulas are like wreaking havoc, and like there's like a big queen one, and like there's a bunch of guys from Police Academy in it. Seriously, the main guy in that is the main dude in the Police Academy movies. Seriously. It really is. It really is him. It's awesome. So, like, the point is, you know, like, alright, so for example, nobody goes into Kung Pao expecting a good martial arts movie, right? Nobody goes into that expecting that. I would hope not. I would sure as hell hope not. However, I'm gonna go into it expecting it to be a real funny, stupid comedy, because that's exactly what it's supposed to be. So grade it on that. Don't grade it on anything serious. Don't trash the movie just because. You know what I mean? Like learn to be a critic. And that's all I'm saying is, like, a lot of times critics, in my opinion, really get it wrong too, where they're too critical outside of you know, they're not trying to think outside of their own box. They're literally just not considering the fact that this is a subdivided category where you have to realize that that's a genius comedy to some people. I literally have talked for hours repeated lines from Kung Pao and like movies like that. And you know, like, there's like so many people that probably think that's so stupid. And Napoleon Dynamite too. One of the most quotable fucking movies I can think of. And so, like, you have to grade that not even as a normal comedy. Don't even consider that as a normal comedy, because sometimes there's actually really intellectually smart comedies. Funny, but smart humor. And it's totally different. It hits different. It takes a different person watching it. It really does. So don't be unfair just because
you know what I mean? Like, you might be a little bit biased towards a particular type of comedy. That's where I feel like you're kind of not understanding opinion versus grading something fairly, you know, and understanding, you know, what's good and what isn't. And, you know, there's of course opinions. Opinions aren't wrong. Of course there are opinions. Opinions aren't wrong. But all I'm saying is you still have to at least know how to back your own opinion up and be as smart about what you're saying. And so, in my opinion, if you subdivide that and then grade it fairly based on that subdivision, now you're getting a bit smarter about what you're saying, because you're not trying to include it in like these other movies that are also considered comedies, but arguably, you know, a lot more intellectual than, you know, let's say, Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore. And we all know how much we all love those, and then we're excited for Happy Gilmore too. Yeah, we're excited for Happy Gilmore too. We all know how much we love those. But let's be honest. For example, Click is brilliant. One of my favorite movies, maybe my favorite comedy. Brilliant. Can you agree? Right, not a stupid comedy, but actually brilliant. Had Henry Winkler in it. Brilliant. And the comedy in it, it was actually funny. The concept was actually really funny and unique. And I genuinely don't know too many people that didn't laugh at that movie and sat there and thought it was bad. Genuinely thought that movie was really smart, brilliant comedy. So while the man can make stupid movies, he can make brilliant comedy too. And so I know I don't think that was his movie, but he's still Adam Sandler, and he still did that movie. Like, he was still in it, and it was still brilliant with him. And I don't know if it was Happy Madison, is all I'm saying. I know that he has a lot of Happy Madison movies. I just don't know that particular one was. Funny People, I thought was actually a pretty smart comedy too. It had some vulgarity to it. But I'll be honest, I actually thought Funny People was a very intelligent comedy because it was realistic. It was very real. It didn't feel forced or fake. I thought that, and so you wouldn't include that with fucking Billy Madison, with Napoleon Dynamite. No, Funny People is in a category with, yeah, maybe Stranger Than Fiction. Stranger Than Fiction wasn't really a comedy, it was more of a drama, but it had some comedy in it. It was Will Ferrell. How was Will Ferrell not going to be funny, even though he's doing a drama? But again, phenomenal, intelligent movie, and arguably somewhat funny too, humorous. And so you have to consider that too. That doesn't belong in the same comedy category as Team America. But again, I personally think Team America is brilliant. I actually think that. I think that is the tippy top of that stupid, funny, stupid comedy category. The tippy top. Like, everybody puts Animal House probably at the top, right? A lot of people, if you ask them, like, favorite comedies, and they're talking sort of stupid comedies, and that's what they like, it's Animal House. It's National Lampoon stuff, it's Animal House. I think that's up there with that. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And so, you know, like, I also really love, I've told people that my favorite comedy, I've said this before, and it might still be true because I loved it so much, was Get Smart, the one with Steve Carell that they did. I actually really liked the show, and I loved that Steve Carell was cast, and the whole The Rock was in that. The whole cast was phenomenal. Actually, it was a great cast for that. And I actually didn't think it was a bad movie. I thought the comedy was right on par with what Get Smart is supposed to be. And so yeah, that's a tippy top of the sort of stupid comedy too, because we all know that he does, like, I mean, come on, the TV show, like, geez, like, I mean, come on, that was the whole point, was Get Smart, dude. Like, the idea was that he kept making mistakes, but he would just fumble his way through everything, you know, and it would just be hilarious. So, like, that's the idea. I mean, like, his shoe was a phone, and that was really funny. The idea was that, like, the beginning of the show, even, he would walk through these revolving doors, and he kept getting his nose stuck in the one door. So, like, you know, like, it's, you know, it's just comedy like that. I remember Steve Carell. Steve Carell is perfect for this, because he is so good at those freeze frame, like, reactions where you just, like, laugh looking at him. People really struggled filming The Office, and, like, because he's so funny. Like, he doesn't even try it. He's just brilliant at being funny. And so, you know, like, the scene with the beads where he moves the little fucking beads and they just fall. I fucking love... You know, because he's trying to be quiet. He's just like, he's actually doing pretty good. He's like, oh, he's doing pretty good. He just moves the beads, just the way he just froze there. It was just, because you kind of knew it was going to happen, so he had to sell that. You know, that's the point. He had to sell it, because, like, anymore, that type of comedy, you just kind of know what's going to happen. It's sort of predictable. And, man, does he sell it. And then I loved you had a Bill Murray cameo. Man, he was the guy in the tree. So that was genius. So yeah, Get Smart was great. But my favorite movies, like I've said this before, is Equilibrium. Equilibrium, I think, is now on YouTube. Don't quote me on that. I think it might be on YouTube now, though. And The Last Samurai has always been up there for me. Really, really like that. But yeah, Equilibrium. And I really like the movie called The Majestic. It's a Jim Carrey movie. I know it's sort of a different pick for him, but phenomenal movie. His speech at the end of the movie is exactly what America stands for and what America should be about. And it was brilliant. And Jim Carrey is brilliant. Yep. He nailed it. He nailed that. Absolutely nailed it. And so did everybody else. Like, the actors, like, everybody was so good. The story was phenomenal. Don't read what it's about, it'll spoil it. Just watch it. Sometimes they spoil it. But it's a period movie. It's early 1900s. 1930s, I think. I could be wrong about that. might be 40s, but I don't quote me on that. But it is a period film, early 1900s. You know, I'll be honest with you. Some of these movies that people crap on are really good movies, and it's sort of like the people with like Nickelback and stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's exactly the same sort of thing. Like people just like almost like it's like there's something wrong with accepting that it's a good movie or something. Like I remember when Avatar came out, everybody loved it. Everybody couldn't shut up about it. And now suddenly everybody hates Avatar. You know, not The Last Airbender, you know, like the Blue People movie. Not the second one. I can't actually speak for the second one. I'm just talking the first one. Like just all of a sudden, like when did this happen and why? Is it because of James Cameron? Like I don't understand. Like when did this happen? What's wrong? What is actually wrong with it? I just genuinely want to know. Because it's a love story? Okay. I mean, if that's why, that's fine. Like, if that's your opinion, that's fine. You are absolutely entitled to that. If you don't like love stories, if it turned out to be a love story, I completely understand. I completely understand. Yeah, I've heard that before, and I get that some people are like a bit cringe with that stuff. Can I be honest though? I feel like the people that think that stuff like that is cringe are people that haven't experienced love. I'm just being honest. Why is it cringe? Why is like because you're shy and you can't face your emotions and your feelings? Why is love cringe? Why do people do this? And this is, I think, a good pondering question to why people hate so much and why the world is so full of war. I really think that men specifically have this inability to accept things that force them to want to be kind of like that and show those emotions, almost like they never kind of got over the whole saying I love you thing and stuff like that, and then like, you know, just maybe cringing and kissing scenes and stuff, and not trying to actually kind of at least enjoy it, because the point is that the actors did that for you. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of times they're married to other people, and they're doing that for the sake of the scene, and then you're looking away and cringing and actually kind of like being a certain way about it. And now you're being really hateful too, when honestly, if you just turned to your lady and kissed her, you might enjoy that scene a bit more. It might have a little bit of a different effect on you, instead of choosing to kind of, sort of be cringy about it. You have to. It's like when you're sad and you're at work. You ever just have to just kind of put a smile on because it's work. You have to. It's like that. If you don't just do it, eventually you get stuck in this cycle of never knowing how to love and how to express that, and feeling like it's cringe. No, who taught you how to hate? 'Cause it isn't in your blood. It's not a part of what you're made.
So let this be understood. Somebody taught you how to hate. And if you lift this, will you become?
You know, this is the point. Like, you're learning it somewhere, and we all know it's not on purpose, that nobody wants to hate anybody and all that. But yeah, for sure, if this is the sort of thing that you have a reaction to, it's subconscious, you're not trying it. For sure. And then the more you take, the more you force, just like the more you force yourself to smile at work, the more you just kind of get used to being happy at work, regardless of the bullshit. Unless you're being harassed, then that's a little bit different. I can understand that. But like, no, like if it's just like normal day and it's just kind of getting you down, like, remember, just sometimes smiling kind of tricks you to feel better. It really does. And it's the same sort of thing. Like, there really is no reason to feel that way about two people that care about each other, and then seeing them, you know, be a little bit intimate. If anything, you know, the whole point is to, you know, smile at that and smile at the notion of those two characters, you know, feeling that way, and then, you know, want that yourself, and see, you know, what it is about that you can reflect upon your relationship and stuff like that. Like, it's supposed to better you as a person and help you reflect on yourself as a person. Like, this is kind of like what dramas are about, like more like life lessons and you know, things like that. This is what they've always been about, in my opinion. And so that's kind of the point. Is it's just a lot of the time showing everyday life, and you know, the importance is for you to feel that connection between the characters and to have it feel believable. So instead of kind of cringing and at that, and you know, just try to watch it and deduce what's good about the acting, the kissing scene. Is it believable? Isn't it believable? That's how I do it. I try not to like think about it as cringe. I try to like, well, there are a couple of actors that you know, they're doing this scene for the characters, and so I'm just going to kind of deduce the scene. How natural does it seem? You know, something I learned, apparently there's some actors, like, you can go look it up, there's famously some actors that had quite a few kissing scenes in movies and really could not stand kissing each other. And if you watch the scenes, it's the sort of thing where you never know. Like, they're just really good. And you would have never known if you read the article. And then you read the article and you're like, well, alright, you can see that now. But like, the point is, beforehand, you're like, oh man, it's so good, you know? But yeah, like, it's the sort of thing where sometimes, you know, like, that's where you can, instead of seeing it as cringe, see it in a smart way, and kind of better yourself as a person, and deal with those emotions instead of, you know, you don't have to be all bubbly about it and girly. That's fine. I get that, man. You don't got to do that, but then just look at it in an intelligent way, so that at least you're evolving yourself and bettering yourself. So what, did they do a good job? Did it seem natural? Yada, yada, yada. That's all. You know, man, like, that's all I'm saying. That's all you gotta do, and then, like, you can kind of, do that in real life, too. And, you know, honestly, you'd be surprised how in real life, even as a guy, sometimes, if it's somebody you know and you care about, you know, like, you see it, you kind of do end up smiling. You're like, oh, that's nice, you know, like, good for them, you know, like, that sort of thing. Like, you feel happy for them, you know, because you care. And that's the point. You know, would you say aw? Would you say aw if you saw Ozzy Osbourne kiss Sharon? I think I would. I'd be like, aw. I think I would. Because again,
little bit of a difference. Now it's Ozzy. You kind of look at him a little bit different, don't you? Now it's not so. Now you kind of get where I'm coming from a little bit. You see how, like, if it suddenly, like, a different connection to the person, it's not just some random person on a TV show. Suddenly you might have, like, different feeling about it. So a lot of the time, again, it's just kind of how you look at those things, and then it just sort of slowly affects your brain, unfortunately. It really does. And it makes you not kind of understand emotions. At least certain ones. Which is, you know, like why they would occur more often then. You wouldn't understand why. Does somebody touch your hand? Anyway, that's enough of that. Just saying, man. You don't gotta feel that way about, like, kissing scenes and stuff. Especially you got a lady friend. Just lean over and give her a smooch. I mean, there's times where I, you know, it's like you're happy for a character, you know. And you go, that he deserves it, you know. Like, I remember when I was watching Breaking Bad. I remember when season 2, and Jesse finally had a girlfriend. I just remember thinking, it's nice to see that character smile for once. I literally thought that's I was literally, like, he was such a good actor and such a good show. I wanted to see him smile more often. Like, I wanted to see his character happy so badly that, yeah, like, when he had a girlfriend, it was just so cool. You know, like, just seeing him get to do those scenes where he finally gets to smile and he doesn't have to be depressed and shit, you know? Yeah, so that's what I think about, is just like, you know, it's like, well, it's nice to see him, you know, do this. So that's what I think about, is like, it's unfortunate that guys feel that way, because maybe if they wouldn't feel that way, maybe more actors could do scenes that they enjoy instead of having to do all this fucking depressing shit all the time. But I get it, it's realistic. I get it. You know that Aaron Paul was in Korn video. He was in the Thoughtless video. That song that I was singing the other night. Yeah, he's the dude. He's the kid that gets them back at the end. He shows up to the prom and throws up on all of them. Remember that? That was awesome. But yeah, like, he's the kid in he's the high schooler in one music video. Plays the high schooler. Thoughtless. The song is Thoughtless. If you just want to look up the music video, it's Thoughtless by Korn. It's just Aaron Paul. Pretty cool. So many lyrics in that song. It's like, yeah. Yeah, it just goes through. Oh, my head can knock me down. I can knock it down. That was my favorite song on Untouchables. It was. That was the one I listened to all the time. Like, just all the time. I listened to that song. It was on so many... seriously, like... I would just mix... It was on so many playlists. I would just mix playlists. I would always put that song on. Definitely listened to it on the bus every day. Well, every day that, you know, it was new to me. It was sort of new to me. I think that was Americana too. The Offspring. That's alright, if some creepy weirdos want to stare over here, you just better not fucking set foot over here. Palm picture was so bright, whoa, the road was so alright, whoa, the kid on the whole damn street, whoa, it's gonna be, yellow neighborhoods cracked and torn, whoa, people rise and the lights are worn, how can one little street want so many lives, chances flow, nothing's free, nothing's what it used to be. Still it's hard to see, fragile eyes, shattered dreams. Ow! She can relate to us now. What the hell is going on? Who's streaming reality? Chances flow. Nothing's free. Nothing's what it used to be. Still it's hard to see. Fragile eyes, shattered dreams. Ow! Do 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 do. Such a good song. Chances flow, nothing's free, nothing's what it used to be. But still it's hard to see. Fragile lives, shattered dreams. Just might be out of her mind. She's got baggage and it's all the emotional kind. She talks about closure and that validation bit. I don't mean to be insensitive, but I really hate that shit when I say, yeah, yeah. Oh man, she's got issues and I'm gonna pay. Yeah, she's the big, she takes it all. I don't care if you messed up. I don't care if your whole life is a chore. Just do you a favor and check your baggage at the door. Do 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 do. Good album, man. That's my favorite Offspring album. My favorite The Offspring album. My favorite The Offspring album. It is in fact The Offspring. La 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 la. But do 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 do. Today, practiced all things I would say. She came over, I lost my nerve. Took her back and made her dessert. Well, I know I'm being used. That's okay, man, 'cause I like the abuse. But I know she's playing with me. That's okay, man, 'cause I have no self-esteem. But wait, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. We make plans, go out at night. Wait till 2, then turn out the light. This rejection has got me so low. She keeps it up, I just might tell her so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. When she say, oh, I do wonder why she sleeps with my friends. I myself, but I really think it's better this way. The more you suffer, the more it shows you really care. Right? Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, there's thunder. Did I hear thunder? Fuck, man. Fire! Fire! I should make a fire. They have a fire. Fire! Hey, butthead.
Wait. We should build a fire. Hey, Beavis. Shut the hell up. That's the best I can do. I'm not that great. I'm not that great. My judge is a genius. Gwar, 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 gwar. How about do 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 you can do it until the break of dawn. Signs cannot who's that? And he can do serious somebody and on me, hey. And then you're gonna bust down original prankster. Break down, yeah, original, yeah. Bust down. You gotta stop now, stop now. What do you wanna say? Do 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 do. You can do it. Love those songs. There's a lot of good gospel songs. There's a lot of good ones. Throughout history. Oh, lightning. If I hear thunder again, I'm getting out of bed. There's no overcast, so just eat lightning. What the fuck? I'm just in the hot tub, man. I am wearing clothing. Yes, there is clothing on. I am in the hot tub, there's clothing on. Oh man. I did drop the phone in the water briefly though. Fire! Fire! Oh, no. I'm not trying to... No, I'm not necessarily trying to advertise hot tub or anything, just talking. Before your time. Oh, I can't tell. It's so unfair. And it feels like heaven so far away. And it's has come, now that you've come away. And if I was on your grave, I'd still care. Roses and hell, yeah, please taken from me. I reached to the sky and called out your name. Please let me trade. If I could trade. I think he says if I could trade. I'm sorry. I would. And it feels like it's so far away. And it stings, yeah, it stings now. The world has grown cold. Now that you've gone away, yeah, 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 ooh, yeah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Whoa, yeah, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Whoa, yeah. I think that's where he says, "Freeze, if I could trade, I would." And then it goes, and it just goes right into the chorus again. And it feels, I actually liked Five Fingers cover. I like the original, but I didn't have a problem with Five Fingers cover either. I thought it was pretty good. Hot Time Machine movie. It was a really good movie. I like that one. Okay, so we won some other comedies that I like. I'm taking it. Hot Tub Time Machine. That's a good one. Dodgeball. I like Dodgeball a lot. I heard there's a second one, right? Isn't there a second one? Isn't it coming out? I like Dodgeball. I like the first Grown Ups movie. I like most Adam Sandler comedies, if not all of them.
have any complaints really about him. I mean, he's amazing. I mean, he's a good actor and a good comedian. And another one of those guys that was like sort of a genius because he also made music too, if you remember. I got a piece of shit car. It sucks royal dick. That fucking pile of shit. Oh, fuck you, car.
Remember that? Do you remember Lunch Lady Land?
Lunch Lady Land. Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe. Netflix movies. See, I need to get caught up. I liked... What was the movie that, Seinfeld did that was about Pop-Tarts? It was so good. I liked that. It was so good. It was so funny. And it actually had decent information in it, too. Like, it talked about, like, it took it to the extreme. Obviously, like, we know that, like, it was a comedy and the stuff in the movie didn't, like, a lot of that was just more, like, embellished, you know, just taking it to the next level, making sort of a joke comedy out of it. But, you know, there was a competitorship, obviously, and you know, we all know who the brand was, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, like, that's what it touched on, and it was so funny. I even loved, like, the delivery drivers were like driving down the road and they're like, it was like they were racing, trying to get to the store. It was so funny. I was laughing so hard at that scene. I almost fell off the couch at that. That was so funny. And then he had to go, didn't he have to go to another country and talk to this guy that was like, he was like, you know, the guy, right? And they sort of kind of acted like he was like this drug lord almost, but he wasn't. But it was like this undertone, and then just like the whole time thought they were gonna die, but it just like ended up being this hilarious joke. It was pure Seinfeld comedy. I loved it. It was so good. I'm trying to think, I need to get caught up on some Netflix movies, Netflix in general, but I'm trying to think of other Netflix movies that I've seen. I really do need to get caught up on that. I'm trying to watch I really don't have time to watch that, but trying to watch some Marvel stuff. Because I'm not caught up on some of that. But it's more just the side stuff. Like, I actually was caught up on Loki, and I didn't realize that. I actually did watch all of Loki season 2, and I didn't realize. I thought I did. And then I went back and checked. I was like, oh wait, I did watch this. Okay. I got caught up on a couple of Marvel movies. I thought the Marvels was actually pretty good. I thought it was pretty entertaining. But I want to see where it's going. And I liked that it didn't try too hard. I just liked her character a bit more, like Captain Marvel. And Boots. Oh my god, or sorry, Goose. I'm sorry, Goose. I said Boots, didn't I? Goose. I love Goose so much. I love Goose. And then like the Flurkin babies. That was so great. So there were some good things about that. I got caught up on the. I had already watched the I'm caught up on the Christmas special for Guardians. Guardians Christmas special is really good, by the way. If you haven't seen the Guardians Christmas special, it's worth it. Volume 3, I actually liked. I actually liked it. I watched it and I really didn't expect, you know, I really didn't. I didn't have these huge expectations. I just went into it wanting to see a good Marvel movie, and honestly, that's what it was. I loved Adam Warlock. Oh my god, I hope we see him again. He was perfect. Like clapping perfect. Like, I wanted to clap every time he was on the screen. Like, oh my god, I hope we see him soon. Like, oh my god. Oh, I finally saw Deadpool versus Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine, whatever it's called. The third Deadpool movie. I finally saw that. Deadpool and Wolverine. And I am so looking forward to Cavalry now. The Cavalry. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Henry Cavill. He's up there for me. He's definitely in my top list for sure. Man of Steel was one of my favorite like superhero movies when it came out. I just couldn't believe they did Superman so well, because Christopher Reeve, I grew up on him, and Christopher Reeve, you can't really top that. And he didn't try. All he tried to do was make sure that he tried to do the best he could to fill the role in a similar way, but his way. And I think he did that. Again, like, the whole point was he didn't want a muscle suit. He got that big. And they had to actually, I think he got so big, he didn't fit in the suit when he showed up. They had to refit it. This is how much of a professional he is, and if you know anything about Christopher Reeve, it was the same thing with him, where he did the same thing. He just got big for the role. And you have to respect the seriousness that they took with it, where I feel like the two of them were absolutely a beacon of hope, where that S meant hope, where, like, you know, it just felt a lot more like he was supposed to feel than the other ones were. Not that the other ones were bad, all of them were bad or anything. Like, I just mean, like, you know, in my opinion, Henry Cavill just, again, with his performance, with just how he was able to bring that character new life, in my opinion. Really, I mean, seriously. Because Dean Cain had done it, and Tom Welling had done it in between, and, like, you had a lot of guys that did it in between, but nobody really did it quite like Cavill did. And you just had such a good movie and a nice backstory. You had Russell Crowe playing Jor-El. You had Kevin Costner playing Jonathan Kent. Wasn't that Amy Adams too, as Lois? I just loved the cast. I thought the story was really good. And then the whole point, guys, of that ending was that you have to understand the whole purpose of showing that and doing that way was to show you right then and there, with a very simple ending like he did, that Superman had the capacity to defeat Zod the whole time.
He just didn't want, he was giving him this chance. He was giving him infinite chances like he should. The point is, he believed that all he had to do was see the good in people like he did. Like, he really truly was this pure. Like, he really believed that he would, you know, like Zod would change. And the whole point was that he was the last of his kind. He really wanted to help these people and was giving him so many chances. But remember, the whole point was that he simply did what he did, you know, and spoilers, he you know, if you know anything, you know what happened, he snaps his neck. And the whole point was to show that he could have easily done that. People try to say, well, that's not good, why didn't you do that before? That's the point. At that point, Zod had his laser eyes and he was going to laser some people, and Kal-El had had enough. He wasn't going to stand there and let Zod just laser some people right out. And so therefore he made the decision. He finally made the hard decision and just snapped his fucking neck. That's it. And that's what you have to realize was so genius about the writing. I thought that was simple but genius, because the point was to show that Kal-El had the ability the whole time in the most basic sense, but then show it in like a pure way. Like, why would he do this? Why would he let the guy destroy all this stuff? Why? Oh, read between the lines. Read between the lines. You have to read between the lines. You know, he the last of his kind. The point was he really was trying to give him infinite chances to change his mind and stuff like that. You know, he met with them in the desert. Remember, he gave himself up, yada yada yada. So anyway, I think the idea was that he had hoped that he could tame him. You know, like fight him, tame him. You know, all right. Well, now that you know him, you know. But the point was he was getting stronger, and he was going to become a problem. And he couldn't do that with you know, General Zod was a problem. He was a strong adversary, so he had to do what he had to do. And I just thought Man of Steel was phenomenal, and I thought it was a good ending. And I just think people need to, you know, wise up about that. And then also, I thought that Batman versus Superman had some elements to it that were worthy of a good movie. But there was so much about that could have gone better. That they could have just made it far more entertaining. If that makes sense? I just feel like the entertainment value. And not only that, but even I can come up with a little bit of a better sort of thing of to why Doomsday. You know what I mean? Like, the comics did a better job. But I just, again, I do like what happened. I do like, it was cool to get, I mean, Batfleck was amazing. Ben Affleck was so good. I really liked Ben Affleck's Batman. I actually wasn't even sure if I would. And then he just nailed it. And then he nailed it again in The Flash. But don't get me wrong, there were so many things that were incorrect and, in my opinion, could have been better about that movie, where I could like, the beginning was so boring. Like, it was so boring, I'll be honest with you. But then, Justice League, you had so much potential, and there's so many cool scenes in that. And this was like his comeback, you know. And then they could have done that better. That was their last shot. And I just feel like
I feel like we tried too hard to be sort of like this Avengers Marvel cliche. I'm just being honest. With Justice League, you have to understand, I'm being honest here. I just feel like we tried really hard, like the director or producer, whoever, just tried really hard to put a lot of these Avengers Marvel cliches in the movie, where they have to conveniently all be standing in front of these cement plaques in this open area and stuff like that, and I just, again, like, why did everything have a freaking camera filter on it? Why couldn't I watch Justice League like it was a normal movie without some weird monochrome stupid filter on it? I'm being dead serious. That took away from the movie. Why did they do that? It was really weird. Why, when Superman came back, why, okay. I didn't like how they did the whole evil Superman thing. I didn't like that. I thought it was a little bit ridiculous how they did it. So, when Superman picks up Batman in that scene, can I be honest with you? Like, again, there's ways to do these things where it's not cheesy. Marvel knows how to do it. Let me explain something to you. When Superman picks up Batman, like there where like you know, the part where he says, "Do you bleed?" and stuff like that. Okay, so first of all, he remembers this. He remembers how much he hates the guy, but he doesn't remember how much he's friends with him now. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But anyway, the part that I don't like, the other part that I didn't like, was he picks up Batman by his head. Okay, I want to remind you all of something. Batman weighs a lot. That dude is already probably about 220, 230, right? Maybe a bit more. Not to mention all his gear on top of him probably puts him close to maybe 260 with all his gear on, maybe 250, something like that. And he picks him up by his head. I got news for you. If Superman picked up Batman by his head, not only would he be choking under his own weight, but he would probably snap his neck, because you can't be suspended by the neck part of your spine and have that much weight dangling back and forth. But meanwhile, literally, the grip of freaking God is on your neck. No. Completely absurd, ridiculous scene. I did not believe any of it, and it took me completely out of the element. I actually was really interested, like, I was really excited for that too. I was like, okay, here's where they can save the movie. As long as they get this right, Superman comes back, saves the day. Oh God, he forgets who he is. Okay, alright, maybe this isn't gonna be so bad. Oh, now Cyclops' suit goes crazy, and there's a stupid thing where he starts accidentally firing things at Oh, right, and now Superman doesn't understand. And Superman suddenly loses his own conscience and wants to attack these people. I just, and then has like a grimace about him. Like, I just, he's not evil just because he died and came back to life. The dude would immediately realize he has a conscience. He would just be confused about who they are. He would probably ask. Just like, you could have done that scene so differently. And then, yeah, like, just from then on, all I could think about was, wow, this is really fucking stupid. Wow, this is really fucking stupid. Anything from this point on, oh, wow, you did the end fight scene really cool? Oh, imagine that. That sucks now. Oh, you did the end fight scene really cool. Oh, too bad the rest of the movie sucked ass. Oh my god. Yeah, like the end fight scene was so fucking cool after Superman shows up and just rips the thing in half. The thing that was gonna just literally just let all of the underworld out to wreak havoc, and like nobody could close this thing. Nobody. Wonder Woman, none of them could even get near it. And Superman just grabs it and fucking rips the thing in half. And then shows up and beats the hell out of this guy. This was epic. This was amazing. And then Darkseid is like, yep, alright, here I come, I'm coming. And we were gonna get an awesome fucking next chapter. But no, you had to go and fuck up the movie. Sorry, but Cavill didn't mess it up. Gal Gadot did not mess it up. Ben Affleck did not mess it up. Even Ezra Miller didn't mess it up with all the ridiculous shit. Even he didn't mess it up. Nope. Cast was excellent. The whole cast. Everybody. Script was shit. Directing was mediocre at best. Because again, you put some stupid monochrome filter over the whole video, the whole freaking... Come on, man. You do not feel confident about your own scenes. You do not feel confident about your own scenes and your own shooting if you have to put a fucking filter over the entire movie. This is why I don't talk about the things I don't like. Because I'll just keep coming up with things that it's like, why did you do this? Why did you do this? Why did you... Like, and I'll just, like, feel like I'm making it really too obvious, you know? Like you should have figured this out. Like, why didn't you figure this out? Like, you're sort of sucking your own ego, like, you know, like, that sort of thing. Like, it just really bugs me. Like, that's the point. Like, these guys are professionals. They would know this shit, you know? And they do. So that's my point, is like, they flat out didn't feel confident with their own scenes. They put this stupid monochrome shit over the whole movie. Oh, director's cut. Director's cut's better. Yeah, okay. Maybe a little bit. Oh, shit, fucking... I'm sorry, but I just... There's... there's so many, like, Superman stories that you could do. You know what I mean? Like, there were just so many things that you could have done. I could give you ideas that were better than that. I'm just my opinion, of course. But I think, given the, you know, how other people, just the general public felt about that movie, I think that, you know, I'm not alone those feelings. But anyway, yeah, I don't mean to talk tons of crap about it or anything. I just, you know, it could have been better, and you know, again, I love Deadpool versus Wolverine. Great movie. It was an awesome movie. I loved all the Deadpools. I loved the acting was great. I loved Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman was amazing. Phenomenal actor. Not even just as Wolverine. Great actor. Great actor. All of them are. Ryan Reynolds too. Ryan Reynolds is a good actor too. He's a class actor. And, you know, he's good at Deadpool. He's a good actor. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I gotta go.